Hey, this is Jamie Caparoso, your KetoDaddy. Thanks for subscribing to the Easy Keto 123. In this video, we're going to cover my keys to success. If you want to know the absolute keys to success and the things that I really accentuate on with my customers or clients is these handful of things I'm about to talk about. So your very first one is probably cutting out all processed foods. Even if they fall into the macros of a ketogenic diet, which we learned about in the other video and you learned in the book Easy Keto 123, cutting out processed foods. I can't tell you how many times I've had a hard loser, a person who's had a hard time losing weight, cut out their processed food and really excel on this diet. Some people just react differently to a lot of processed food. And by processed food, I mean dairy. So yeah, no cheeses, anything like that you had to process to make. No grains, no quote-unquote man-made keto treats or treats that man-made keto treats that fall into those macros. Anything like that is a real key to success. So try to keep it clean meats, fruits, vegetables, stuff like that, as long as it fits your macros. Which brings me another thing. If you're not calculating your macros, you're just doing a loosey-goosey keto, I said you're going to want to calculate your daily caloric intake or your BMR, and you're going to want to make sure that you're on track with that stuff. If you're not used to that, get practice reading labels, get practice looking stuff up on Google, look at all your nutrients and make sure you're hitting those goals every day. And that, again, that's a place to start. You may need to dial it in, which brings me to another point. Don't expect success overnight. So 6 weeks, I don't adjust anything for 6 weeks. I set my macros with a client and we stay on that path for 6 weeks just to see what happens. A lot of times in the beginning, you're dialing it in, trying to figure it out, which makes sense, right? Took you how many years old you are to get to that point, so it's going to take some time to reverse that. So calculate your macros, make sure you're on point, avoid processed foods even though they might fit your macros. A lot of times that'll derail you, especially if they're sweet treats. A lot of times it just leads you on to always crave those sweet treats. Those are my two biggest things that I can say. The third biggest one is exercise. Make sure you are doing something to get moving. We are such a sedentary population, species anymore. When we came from one that used to just run and play and hunt all day to one that just sits in front of a desk most of the time or sits in the car. So my suggestion is get out there, do something that gets you out of breath 3 or 4 times a week. And I mean out of breath, panting. I do CrossFit now. I used to do competitive powerlifting, and even though I ate clean, I wasn't as lean. It wasn't until I started really getting out of breath, doing something under load, that I really started seeing success and feeling better. So my suggestions, get rid of the processed food, calculate your macros and follow them. And if you didn't see the other video, go back and watch it now. Read your book, Easy Keto 123. Get some exercise, get out of breath. And of course, check with your doctor before starting this. I don't know what level you're at. Some of you are moderately in shape. Some of you are just really haven't done anything in years, so it might be worth consulting your physician. So anyway, those are my top 3 tips. Processed foods, calculate your macros, get some exercise in where you're actually getting out of breath. All right, thanks you guys. Remember, most of all, eat like you care about yourself. This is your KetoDaddy, Easy Keto 123. Have a good day. Bye.